Good evening. It's good evening. So here I am once again trying to get this puppy to. Now we're working on modifying the code so that we can make it look better in its outcome now. So with any luck, we will have this puppy outputting a kind of a better looking football sim now. Now it's getting there. We're not at the full level of what do I want to say? The simulation that I want. We're going to be there, but we're not yet there. But we're getting closer. It's starting to look good. It's starting to lay out things a little bit more like I want. Each step, each iteration is one little bit closer. After I get it to look a little better and cleaner, and it's actually kind of runnable in a more clean fashion, I'm hoping to be able to start moving on to a couple of the other key elements, which is okay. What happened there? Oops, what did I do? I went the wrong way. That's what I did. I changed the wrong piece of code. I put in the test code, and then I promptly broke the code. So yeah, that wasn't too. Cannot read properties undefined reading. Reading plays. Current play index. Cannot read properties undefined. Reading 0. Well, we're getting closer, but we're still getting an invalid value here. So why? So we have. All right, so I'm going to have to see my results here. Going to have to read back what's coming to me. What I'm trying to do right now is lay out my drives so they actually output the plays that are being ran. At the moment, I have not been able quite to get it to run the plays, or to display the plays that are being run. So we'll have to see where we get with this. So log drive is way up here. Let's go to quarter. Now each drive, there's a number of drives per play. Oops, I don't want to do that. Let's go here. Mostly because I just want to see what's going into the log drive. So we'll have to refresh. Can I just refresh? Okay. All right, so let's see. We have our drive results, which should have plays on it. And the plays have five plays. So we got kick is no good. All right, so we're good. We got kick for 64 yards is no good. And that actually returned a proper value. Okay, nice. But the play time of... Oh, that was just the play. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is read back the results, but I actually wanted to iteratively show you each play that comes up. Now I'm gonna, as the quarter runs through. Now, my concern here is that let's see, my concern is that we're not getting our, it doesn't like my plays. It says they don't exist. So I've got to figure out how to make this thing tell me something that's useful. Let's see, plays. That one has 8 plays, so we know we have plays. And that one's 4 plays. And these only come back as a quarter. don't know why it's only doing one at a time, but whatever. 4 plays. 4 plays. Okay, wait a minute. Are we not moving? These are all 4 plays. Okay. So I think we must not be braking correctly, because it's like it didn't even hit my line. So which is definitely possible for sure. Because when we enter here, we gotta drive play interval, current play, set plays. But at some point, I should be able to break here and check my current play length. And for some reason, yeah, that didn't take effect like I hoped. So let's go ahead and stop this guy. I have found that hey, I am Kekuli. I am Kekuli. How you doing, man? What's the latest with you, man? What is your evening like? It's evening for me. I don't know what it is, for you. Alrighty, let's rebuild this puppy. I am finding that I have to rebuild this pretty much every time I change code, or things don't quite take effect the way I hope. It's like it'll see that I changed something, but they don't always work. It's like they don't line up with the code right, so I have to do these rebuilds. Okay, let's see if this will run now. Fingers crossed. Because I would have expected it to stop here and given me an idea of. Because at some point I expect this to show me the play length. I am building a football simulation, and I'm like, have you ever seen? There's a couple of apps on the Android phone and iPhone that they're free to play games. One's called Football Head Coach 25. One's NFL Playmakers. One's like I don't know. There's a number of them. There's one that's really a lot like Football Head Coach 25. It's called. I've been doing some play testing of them. I think it's Football GOAT, greatest of all time. NFL Rivals, all of those. I've been testing them, and they've all got some significant flaws. One is their simulations are lame. I mean, they're bad. And then the way that the game plays is designed to, keep getting better and better cards, which means there's a cap. At one point or another, you're going to get, the cards can't get any higher. They only go up so high. And plus, it makes all of the game simulations that they do way uneven. So if your team has just got a lot of good players, you're just going to destroy everybody you play, except for those few people that are making their teams better by playing a lot. But they're not really playing a lot because the game gets boring really fast because there's no real simulation action. You have no input into how the simulation takes effect. And the scores are just totally out of whack with what you want. And I said, you know what? My belief was I can do better. So I said, look, I'm gonna write my own football sim. So I am in the early phases of that. It's only day 6. I've got the thing simulating all the way down to play level. I haven't got to the player level yet. That's going to be the next step when I got to go to player level and play level. Those are there's 3 more modules I need to do. I need to do the play, I need to do the players, and I need to do the coaching. And those are like the components that are going to really bring this to life, because I designed a football game for the tabletop, and it has all these complex formulas I spent months coming up with, built on real life NFL player stats. I imported a bunch of stats. I bought some years of stats from Stats Inc. and I uploaded them into this program of mine. and I wrote these. I combined all the different stats that they have into these formulas for determining skill levels of all these players and all their individual abilities. And then I worked them out to interact with the other players, like defensive players, and how those would all work together. And then I created the rules and everything for the tabletop game to have those players, interact. Um, and so now I'm thinking, I never got the game out because I can't afford to do graphics. I'm not a graphic artist guy. But I figured I could probably make that work programmatically as well. I think I can. So I've been working my way into implementing it. And so that's kind of where I'm at. It's first things first, though, trying to get it to look and function. Uh, Trying to get it to look and function like I have how I want it to. And ultimately, what I want to do is make it so people can actually do stuff with it. So, like, tweak it, put in their own coaching profiles, maybe even start designing it so you can, like, maybe come up with your own custom player. Because I'm going to upload all my stats info, use the real players, real teams, everything, except I have to change the names for licensing reasons, but whatever. I have all these things worked out. So it's going to be this kind of weird amalgamation of names and stuff, but they're all going to be real life players' stats, and they'll point and represent real life players. But yeah, it's going to be kind of cool. Hopefully it'll come out. We'll see. I mean, if I keep at it, I figure I can get a pretty good functional app in a reasonable amount of time. But it's all going to come down to how much time I spend on it, and if I get a job, because that's what I need. I need a job. All right, why is this failing here? Cannot read properties of undefined, reading 0. And I'm not getting to my... The big question is, how am I even triggering that? Current play index. Drive. Oh, did I? Oh, you know what? I bet I'm missing that. I bet I'm missing I bet I'm missing something here, because it gave me this current play index, but I didn't actually. Further verify, you could log each drive and its plays array. Verify the structure of drive result in quarter component. Check that. Okay, so I know that this is being set. I did check that. That's being set. Update the use effect to check for array existence. I did that. Access plays correctly in JSX. Okay, well, that's a good choice. What did I miss? Display all drives and plays to further verify you could log. Well, you know what? I stream lately. I mean, I stream a lot lately, but I don't always stream programming. I mean, I stream during the day. My day. It's dawn to you, so it's evening for me. I'm actually gonna probably hit the hay in about an hour. It's like 9 o'clock my time. So if it's dawn for you, that means it's about 8 hours later, 9 hours later. So I'll probably when I'm up, it'll be evening for you. I'm usually on in the morning-ish, usually around 9 or 9:30. I'm on for a few hours, and then usually I'll take a break at some point during the midday, and then I get on again in the afternoons if I'm programming, or sometimes I'll be gaming. Sometimes I game, but this is my this is my work item. It's not work because I'm not getting paid for it, but it is something that I'm trying to do to build my skills up, and that I think will be useful to me at some point in the future. Um, However, I'm not. You just have to have alerts, I guess, when I'm on. I'm not. I don't schedule my time, unfortunately. That's the. All right, cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. I have a Discord. I have the things I'm more likely to use are Discord and my. I use Twitter sometimes, but I'm trying to get better at those other things. But it's a lot to manage. I do have a Facebook page, Active Minds Games. That's one that I update every now and then because I also sell a storage device that I created some years back, and so Active Minds Games is my personal hobby business, and you can see what the case is that I'm talking about. Like if you go to Active Minds Games at YouTube or Instagram, you can see more about that if you're interested in that kind of thing. It's a miniatures storage case, but that's what I kind of my hobby business. Why is it complaining about that? Now the air has changed, but it's not better. All right, let's see about doing something like that, at least to capture it. It doesn't like my drive results. So I've got drive results dot play current play. I wonder if is current play index coming back as 0? I do appreciate though any follows and subscribes or whatever it is, depending on where you're at. That always helps. I'm trying to reach affiliate. I've got all the other criteria, but affiliate's the one that requires views, and I haven't really been pushing views. I used to do a lot of shorter videos, like an hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Lately, I've been trying to do longer ones, and that's helped a little bit, but it still takes time. Let's see here. We gotta get this guy in here. Display all drives and plays. Map. I think current play index is missing something. I wonder if I go up here. I have a feeling current play index isn't defined, and I probably missed it when I was using this earlier because it has current play index. I bet you I'm missing the state. I feel like current play index. See, one of the things I don't, there it is. I bet you, did I put that in? Oh no, I did put that in, current play index. Well, so much for that. Use state is 0. Nope, I got that set too. It is a default, so it is 0. So why isn't my current play index updating? Am I missing it somewhere? Is there a spot in my code that I forgot to update current play index? Set quarter end state. Simulate starting sim game. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you're that far ahead in hours, you're probably from another country. When I say football, I'm saying American football, not soccer, or as we call football outside of this, not football, but football. Just to clarify that. The game where your foot is only used on like a few plays in the game. Let's see. Current. Nope. Oh, good. You probably got that from the little icon up in the corner too. I do have my little Superman icon representing what I'm doing in the upper left of my screen. That probably helps. But oh, you're from Ghana. You're Ghanaian from Ghana, huh? Is that what you guys are called? Ghanaians? Jeez. I That's a hard one. Ghanaians. Ghanaian is or Ghanaian. I guess if you took out one of those A's, it'd be easier. Ghanaian, but that wouldn't be Ghanaian, would it? That's a hard thing to. That's a tough one to pronounce. I'm trying to think of how else you could say that. I can't think of anyway. Ghanawan? No, that'd be Ghana. That'd be the wrong word. Ghanaan. Well, this is React. I spent 20 years doing C Sharp, but it was mostly .NET Framework, and and then I did a lot of programming in SQL Server, where I was actually wrote an entire application that was 90% SQL Server, and then it used ASP.NET, which was C Sharp, but again, .NET Framework. And that was for the front end. And then I lost my job, was let go. And now I've been spending the last 7 months now trying to find a job. And I'm finding that most of my skills are a little dated, apparently, because nobody's looking for .NET Framework programmers. They're looking for, more current tech. So I'm trying to learn React. That's why this is in React. I was trying to learn Blazor for a while, but I found Blazor to be an overcomplicated pain in the rear. And so React's actually not that bad once you start getting the hang of how it's set up. So I'm starting to get this a little bit. There's still a lot of things about React I don't know because the structures are a little weird, but I'm getting better. ChatGPT and Claude and Blackbox AI have helped me quite a bit. Actually, I use ChatGPT the most. I haven't been that impressed with Claude and Blackbox AI myself. A lot of people say they're really good, but I keep coming back to ChatGPT, mostly because it's free. That helps, because Claude will let you use it for like 20 minutes, and it's like, you used it up. We can't do any more for you. Come back in 6 hours. I'm like, what? So, and when you're unemployed, you don't want to pay for other stuff. So, yeah. All right, so I am obviously missing something. I don't see where I missed. I'm obviously missing something. I think I don't know if because I put in this use effect already. I have not programmed, or I've never even looked at Go and Rust. I have looked into Python, which is, it's weird. It's weird that indent matters. Programming language where it actually uses the indents instead of just using parentheses or something, like most languages will use some kind of brackets or parentheses or some kind of a wrapper. They just use indents, which is just weird to me that it does that. But, every language is different. That took me some getting used to. It actually took me a while to, it took me a while to learn that, because I was doing some basic learning of it, and the description didn't actually, I missed the part where the trainer said, be careful with your indentation. Because he did. I went back and looked at my stuff. I'm going, where did he even mention this? And I went back and I'm like, oh, okay, he did say. I guess he didn't miss that. I can't call him a lousy teacher. I'm just a lousy student. I fast forward through the videos too much. It's like, okay, I get this. Because, all right, let's go do that. Yeah, skip that. Because I already know how to do this. Because a lot of it, I took a the mistake was I took an intro to Python, and I've got 20 years of programming experience. And intro to Python was like intro to programming, and it was like I know all the concepts of programming, all the loops and if structures and if then statements and all of that stuff, all the stuff it tried, variables, all the stuff it tried to teach you, all very basic stuff. And I was like, oh, I should not have been, I should have I took like an intermediate, then I could learn it. Because I was just doing it to learn the syntax of Python, because it's different. Or even the data structures, like how is it laid out when you write programs. All right, man, take it easy. I am Kickley. You have a good evening. Well, good morning, I guess. And I'll see you next time. I'm sure I'll be around lots and lots. I've been enjoying doing this app, so it's been keeping me coming back. So I'm sure I'll see you. Till next time, man. Dynamic play display and table. Each table row where the current play needs to be shown. Now references, drive results, current play index. All right, well. All right, so the error now. All right, let's open this up. I got to see where this error is coming from. So, as a general rule, there's things about debugging React applications in C# that I'm still trying to figure out. Like, and I'm doing this in Visual Studio, by the way. So yeah, I'm not using .NET or VS Code. A lot of people, I was using VS Code, but I couldn't get the debugging to work. I mean, I spent over a day on it, and I just finally decided, let's see if I can get it in VS Code. And it took me 10 minutes. Got it up in not VS Code, but VS 22. And so now I'm just doing that. Only thing is, I'm finding that I have to build after every one because there's not like an auto build, or there might be an auto build. I just haven't learned it yet. So I thought that would be a configuration option, but apparently not. All right, let's take this out. I gotta see, how am I triggering? I'm proving that my plays do exist, but what I'm not able to prove is when we attempt the log, we drive log, and then, all right, let's see if I can get a breakpoint right here. Because that should go, and then that data, I guess, goes into here. Comes back here. Maybe. The timings of things, what you can catch are a little weird in, or at least weird to me. Because use effects and things just trigger in weird orders. And it's not as linear as some other code might be. I wonder if I need to do that instead. In which case I would need to stop it. See, I don't know if I can stop it there. I mean, it lets you put a breakpoint there, but I don't know if it's going to let me stop it there. Because if I log data here, my drive data is not going to have anything in it. I want to see what there is always. Where is drive data getting used at? The only place drive data gets used is when we output it, which is down here. But getting it to let me see. All right, let's just put a break as high as I can. Just go here. That'll at least let me see what's going on, what I can stop, because I'm having trouble getting it to stop where I want it to. All right, so let's see, drive data. I did stop there. All right, so there are 4 plays. All right, so that's what I wanted to see. So, all right, plays 4. Plays 1. Well, how did we get 1 play? What the heck happened on that play? Interception. Ha! The team come down with it. The team. For 4 yards and take possession there. Yards to go 6. Ha! Go Broncos! Wait, actually, I don't know what team that was. I have to... It's the next thing I need to do is replace the team that I put there in brackets. Has to be replaced with the name of the team that is being used for the simulation. And I didn't do that. That's next steps. 5, 4. So we are getting plays. The plays are all there. 10. All right. So now we still have a problem. Cannot read properties of undefined. But the thing is, I can't actually break on that line. Drive results dot plays 180. Is 180 an actual line on here? Drive results dot plays current play index. So why? I'm pretty sure I can't break here. You can't usually break on. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Where am I? I can't seem to trap my use effect. But somehow we have data. How do we have data, but we don't have... We have data, but we don't have... We don't have drive results. How do we have that? Because I have set data right there. And if I have set data, data has to have something when it goes in. If set data is exact or loaded when we go in here, because that's the condition, what is triggering the use? How come I can't get my use effect? You know what? Let's cannot read property of undefined reading 0. Plays 0. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's the entire thing, so it's one lining. Okay. Okay, line, let's see if, hopefully it'll translate the full lines. Line 1, no, that ain't gonna work, because it doesn't translate the lines, because it's gonna have to, it would have to write it out. And it would have to know, it would have to be able to undo it to count the lines. I don't think it's gonna do that. I mean, maybe, I suppose, but... Let's see. This line in the code below is getting undefined reading 0. TD plays bracket current play index. I've always been. I'm more and more impressed all the time by how well ChatGPT deciphers what I wrote. Now, sometimes it doesn't. It like guesses and it's wrong, but sometimes it's actually pretty impressive. Let's see. The play length is undefined. Error likely rises. That's not what I wrote. This is what I wrote. Issue with undefined in the line is because drive results is an array, not an object containing a plays property. Each item in drive result is presumably an object that might have a plays array, so accessing plays directly on drive result is causing this error. To fix this, try changing the code to access the plays array of the current drive as follows. Oh, but that don't work. Because if my drive results is always on the same index line as the if my drive result current play, okay, so that wouldn't work. But if that's the problem, that means I need an index for drive results. And is drive results an array? I guess it probably is. I guess I didn't really think about that. So drive results is an array of drive results. So what I really need to do is I should have a current drive index. I probably need a current drive index, and then I need to have a current play index for the plays that are going through as well. Because I need to have a delay on each play. Constancy interval. That's the plays. Current play index and drive results. And it could be, I guess that makes sense. There's like 5 drives, each with plays. And I really want to just iterate through each one for each drive. So gotta. All right, Ken, sum it up, man. Bring it together, man. How do we do this? It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to figure out how to do the last drive that overlaps a quarter as part of the second quarter. Eek. Because it's going to take the score and it's actually going to be part of the next quarter in the second quarter. So whatever that drive is, it's like as soon as we go below 0, it has to start showing up in the next quarter. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's a tricky one. Normally it wouldn't be an issue if I wasn't trying to partition it by the quarter it's in, but I am at the moment. Do I have anything in here that's tracking my... Oh, you know what I could do? Because I have the drive results, and I can count the length of the drive results because it's greater than 0, but I need to have an index. But we need to iterate through... Okay, so that's the question I need. Here's how to modify your code to handle using both current drive and current index. Initialize drive index alongside play index. Yeah. That's what I was good. That's what I was thinking. So we'll do that, which makes sense. I just want to see how it's changing the use effect. Really, I kind of figured this would be the trick, but I gotta I'll update the. I got so many use effects in here. Holy moly! Or not use effects, but use states. And use effect. Drive results length. Oh, see? They're doing something. Where's he putting this at? So after all of that, what? I pressed what? Prepare group Discord. YouTube channel is darn disc. Sorry, man. I don't understand what you're saying there. That sounds like I don't know what that is. Huh. I feel like someone's trying to sell me something. I don't even understand what that was. When you reach the end of plays array in the current drive, reset current play index and move to the next drive by incrementing. So use effect. Did he totally change my... Well, that's not even all the code. What the heck? So he's basically, I think it's basically changing this little use effect here. Oh, nope, not that one. This one. I think this is the index it's changing. Put a lot more into it, that's for sure. Drive results, current drive index. Hi. It's way more wordy, but maybe that's what's needed. Let's go ahead and try it. I mean, it wasn't quite working, and I think I do need to apply the... I guess it ain't too bad. It looks wordy there, but I guess it's not so bad. All right, let's see what it's doing. If the drive results are 0, blah, 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 then we just kind of skip out of here. Else, we have constant play interval set interval. And play if there are more plays in the current drive. If there are more plays in the current drive, we do this. Else, move to the next drive if we exhausted plays in the current one. Move to the next drive if we've exhausted plays in the current one. Thing is, we're doing one drive at a time. The way this is set up, we get a drive back. There shouldn't be a drive. That's why I almost feel like I could just overwrite the drive. We're not we're doing a drive, it comes back, unless it's doing the whole quarter at once, but maybe it's just logging it. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I don't need to do it one drive at a time. I feel like I could just get the drive back, output it, get the next drive back, output it, get the next drive back. I don't feel like I need to do it. And one of the things I want to do is I want to update the score dynamically. And in other words, as the drive plays out, add that to my score. So as we read a drive, rather than reading it from my game state. Because I think it'll be cooler to have it update as it goes. Guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and compile this puppy and see what it does. Gosh, it's 9:30 already. Good golly molly. My time just goes so fast. I can't be up late because I'm up late on Fridays. And I won't be programming tomorrow night. I always take time off from my work Friday nights. I'll be gaming or whatever if I'm online tomorrow night. So I really only have tomorrow to get this working. And I have rehearsal tomorrow night. So I'll be busy till 9-ish. At least. Oops. You know what? I didn't do something. I forgot a step. Why is that trying to do that? Okay. I forgot a step. I got to go down here and change my TDD here. Go over here. All right, now we got it all in there. We know you're getting values. The question is, are you getting values? Ah, boo. Objects are not valid as a React child found. Object with keys, play result, play time, play description, new yards to go. If you meant to render a collection of children, use an array instead. Where, I don't even know where it's complaining about that. It's probably something in this, right? Drive result, current drive index dot plays dot length. Index else, set current drive index. If previous drive index +1, reset play index for the main drive. Else, clear interval, play interval. Stop if we've shown all drives. Keep it at the last drive index. Return play index. Keep the play index at the last one. Delay between each play. Return. Clear index. Play interval. Not sure what it's complaining about. Oh. Oh, I can't. Oh, that makes. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I guess that's true. I can't just drop the plays out. They're not formatted. Okay. Oh, yeah. How am I going to do that? So I got to format this, which is going to make it ugly because it's going to make a lot of words. But all right, I don't know why I didn't think that. I don't know why I even got that from ChatGPT, and I didn't get that from this. I mean, it specifically said, but I mean, geez, it does kind of tell you exactly what the problem is. Um, so we're gonna say play result, play description. I need to put the play description out. If I set my play descriptions right out, I set them up right, I don't need to do too much. So it'll be dot play description. And we'll just put that on here because that should be enough. I mean, if I write them correctly, I shouldn't have to do anything else. Huh? Same thing. Objects are not. Wait, did I not do that? Plays. That's an existence of. Doesn't tell me where it's seeing this problem, but it's obviously complaining about my. Oh, because I'm not outputting it that way, the way it was doing it before. It's not liking this anymore because I'm not outputting it that way anymore. This drive results is not going to function. I broke it down into actual values, and this is not, that's not a thing. I'm going to have to take this out. I wonder if I could just comment the block for now. Oh, it's kind of working. Kinda. I mean, it's showing me all the plays. It's not show It's not showing me them by quarter though. It's showing me all the plays in all the quarters. So this is kind of sort of close. That's kind of what I want. I obviously need to change my commentator comments a little bit so they're a little bit more cool, but it's like I need to identify when and if there's scores. Kick from 47 yards is good. See, it's just showing you all the plays and all the quarters. It's supposed to be showing me just the plays for that quarter in each one. So I need to have. Oh, how do I do this? I need. But the drives, huh? Okay, okay. How about It's getting there. We're on the cusp. But what I need to do is somehow delay the drives. And I don't want to show all the quarters. I really wanted to show until the quarter. Huh. There's a solution here. I'm just trying to iron it out in my head. I don't know. That's an interesting thing. So group by quarter, loop through each quarter in your data array. Display plays for each quarter. For each quarter, filter drive results by quarter and display all related plays. See, this is actually getting really close to what I want. I mean, it's way cooler than it was when I started. Now, obviously, I got to change up the names, the clarings. I gotta change who the teams are. Oh, I can see so many things for when I start doing this with real players. Put real player names down, and then I have to say kind of. What I should do is put like highlight the name of the team that whose ball it is, and then while it's showing the stats, you know who it is. And then if it switches back, it's like the highlight changes to the Seahawks, and, or it goes back and forth to show you whose ball it is. No. Hey, Saurav Kumar, how you doing, man? I'm getting really close to what I want. Did it actually show all my plays? It did. I've got kind of a break in my thing here though, because it's showing all the plays in all the quarters all at all times. So I'm trying to solve for the next step of getting just to show in the quarter. I want to just like do the first quarter first, show all the plays, then the second quarter and all its plays, and the third quarter and all its plays. And so obviously I gotta loop these or bind them together to the quarter. And so working with ChatGPT a bit here to kind of come up with a solution. But sometimes I got to be careful about just full on replacing things, because ChatGPT is kind of, it can just wreck you. It can go, I think I know what you want. Oh, that's not what you wanted? No, you broke everything. You know what I'm going to do? I haven't done this in a couple of days now. I've been working on this for 6 days, and I'm going to check in my code. That's what I'm going to do. I think it would behoove me to check in all my code. Let's stop this, because I got a kind of working state, and this is a good place to have code to be checked in. So let's go over here and get things checked in. Do I want to make a new branch? Or no, I should probably put it on a master. I don't even think I put it up there yet. We gotta have one on the master branch. And then I'll probably have to create a branch for my changes is what I'll do. Stash all? Where's commit all and push? Oh, that's why, because I wasn't logged in. All right, what do I got? Success. You're logged back into your stuff, man. Now I can push. New Git repository has been created for you. Indy. Open the Git repository window to view its contents. Okay, so I want to create a new branch. Football sim. Stage 2. Basic formatting. Or how about output formatting? Let's go output formatting. Output. Nope, it's got to be basic because it's going to be a lot fancier in the future. So this is just basic. Basic output formatting. There you go. All right, so we're closer. I don't know what that file content thing is. I don't even know what that is. Don't care. I'm not going to worry about it. And then we will go back to here and figure out what's going on with my code. Okay, I've only got like 10 more minutes. I'm giving myself till just before 10 today. And then we'll have to figure out something for tomorrow. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Got to make sure that it's not having me break my own code, so I've got to keep an eye on. Keep the reins. Keep the reins on ChatGPT here. All right, so what are you suggesting, my friend? Data item, data.map item quarter index. Do I even have a quarter index? Before moving to the next quarter, you can structure the rendering to group all plays related to a quarter together in one section. This way, each quarter's score will appear, followed by the list. Group by quarter, loop through each quarter in your data array. All right, so this says quarter index though, but where is quarter index defined? I don't think I've been. Does it define a quarter index? And that's not right either. It's misunderstanding because quarter index, I have multiple drives in a quarter. So obviously it can't be the drive results in a quarter index. That's not going to work. There are multiple drives in a quarter. Per my core code, the quarter component generates the drives and passes them back to the game results via log drive. This is my code at the moment. Just need to bind the drives to the quarters when displaying. I feel like I can do this. I'm probably putting a little too much, I'm leaning a bit too much on ChatGPT. I'm thinking in my head I could probably just create a quarter index and or just use my quarters and try to bind them that way. Add drives to each quarter. Instead of a flat drive results array, create a structure where each quarter has its own drives. Display each quarter with drives. For each quarter, display the scores, then loop through that quarter's drives and display each play within it. Okay, so they're telling me to stop doing it the way I'm doing it. That's essentially, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're doing it wrong. It's like, what? But it looks so cool. It'll look even cooler when it's working correctly, but it's getting there. And I've got further plans when I start getting into the stats in a little bit more deeper format. My goal perhaps is even to go as far as to not have like quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm thinking I want to do like an image, like a jumbotron or a scoreboard of some kind, and then have underneath it the plays that are getting ran, uh, and then have the scores going up onto the scoreboard, filling in the numbers as they happen. And I think, hey, we got an interception. And then will be better. It'll look better, and then we won't have to have. I won't even have to have 4 layers of scores. I just kind of wanted to have like this to be like the game summary. So I do kind of want the quarters, but I just want, how many points are scored in the quarter, kind of like you see in a game summary. And then sometimes those are even set up horizontally. So I might have like multiple bits of information that go along with that game summary. I don't know. Just kind of brainstorming ideas. And the thing is, it's about display too, right? You can only show so much in a display, especially if I'm using it like a streaming format. I'm trying to visualize how I would stream this as a as kind of a what do they call them? The stream, like a stream element. Like I know stream elements is a thing, but I'm talking about like a little what are they called? Skins or what? I don't know. But one of those things you stick on your stream to make it look like something kind of cool. And then I'm going to add in some URL effects that people can type in, like into my chat. They can type in a name of a team or something, and it'll be the next team that rotates through. And then eventually, and as I'm going, I'll keep making it better, adding things like real player stats and real players and real plays to make these things happen, so it becomes way more granular and actually makes the scores generate from real player abilities, theoretically. I mean, it's just their stats, but it'll be kind of cool. We'll get there. We're not there yet, though. But I do have to wrap this up with only 7 minutes to go. How do I get this guy? Add drives. Okay, so it's thinking I should. This is why I checked it in, because I knew I was going to end up having to change stuff. And I didn't want to lose my functional stuff. So if I'm going to rewrite how game quarters are defined, I'm wondering if I can do this just with the drive results. Because if I build the score straight off the drive results say how much each team scored. But if I'm reading just the plays and just feed all my data from the plays, I just iterate through the plays of every drive. Then I would have to do a little math, because I would have to define how much time has passed by adding up all of the play times. But I have those, and after a quarter, I could just keep subtracting those play times from the quarter. I even have things like time remaining. I could... Huh. Okay, I could set the clock up at the top and then just update things as it goes. I'm really thinking that might just work. I just keep reducing the clock, get it down. Huh. I mean, I don't know if I want to start that right now. I think tomorrow would be better. But I'm thinking I might just restructure how I'm writing this out. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I think I can make it look pretty much the same. And instead of having like all these summed up values in the game state, because the game state is summing the totals that are coming from the quarter, but the quarter has the drives which calculate all that stuff, and I could reduce a lot of the code I have other places if I just dynamically generate the results from what the drives say. Put out the drive. If they have the score, then I add it to the scoreboard. Each drive has its own result, and every one that has a score should just add it to it. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I think I'm just going to break down my game result here, take the drive, and build my output from the drives, and not bother with this other stuff, which might significantly reduce what I have to do and with the output. I mean, all the other stuff functions the same, but this output stuff that I have all this, I still have to simulate the quarter. I'll get all the drives back, but as I'm getting the drives back and outputting, I can just do that instead. I don't even need a lot of this stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign team 1, city, and team to fixed values up here in variables. And then I'll insert them into the drives that have team values. And yeah, I don't need like a team score because I'm just going to pull it off the drive results. I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm ironing it out in my head, but that'll be the plan for tomorrow. I'm going to rewrite it, rewrite my output to just read from the drive results. And I got to fix a lot of my captions because they're crap, but got a lot of typos in there. It's when you're building strings off of multiple parts, sometimes they don't quite glue together right. But I'll have to fix those. Final score 15-6 Seahawks that time around. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. But tomorrow, the goal, get this output working. I'm gonna just use drive results. I'm gonna stop trying to have multiple parts. I have the drive results coming in. They're ready to output. I'm obviously putting out the plays already. And if all I do is take these plays, format them into my outputs, we should be good to go. Obviously, it's reading them right here. So all I need to do is maybe wrap them up, put them in this thing, and then, because what I'm thinking is I'm going to leave the scores at 0-0, and then maybe when I hit a play that changes, like it'll be a use effect, right? So we're running the play, we'll do a use effect that sets the team score every time I change it, and that'll be as I iterate through the plays. Okay, let's do that tomorrow. I can easily get bound up in this and be working on this till 11, 12 o'clock, and it's not a good thing to do in the middle of the week. So until next time, which I presume will be tomorrow morning sometime,